Alright, this is the last portion of Knippy, just past Mackenzie Bay. Cowa Bay. This is Cowa Bay, like Cowabunga. Like Cowabunga, but it's a bay. The Wee-Wag River. I think the dogs named it. Wee-Wag.
June 3rd, 2015. Day 4 was quite an interesting day. We started in Knippy. It was a lake that seemed to last forever, even though we paddled over half of it yesterday. It seemed like every corner you turned, it kept going. Our fear with this lake was that if any wind came at all, it would be a very big waves. We came up with the saying, if it ain't windy, hammer down Knippy. That was yesterday's saying.
So we'll just show you how our canoe is kind of laid out. This guy is taking a bum break because her bum is sore. But if you can see way up in the front, I guess I'll start. We have a painter tied up in the front and the nose there. And then right beside Skye's seat, she has a fishing rod tied underneath her seat. So we just leave it there for the portages and everything. And if Skye moved her leg just a little bit to the right without tipping the canoe, she's got a seat cushion and a little pouch underneath her seat that she keeps like a rain jacket and her tackle box in there, stuff like that. And there's Skye's paddle up in the nose. She's currently sitting on her backpack, the red backpack. And then that's good, Skye. And then behind her, she's resting her back on our food barrel. So in our food barrel, we have all our food for the trip. And we have all our, it's basically our kitchen. So we have our stove in there, we have our pots, our cups, everything that we need. So if we lose that, we lose everything. And then to Skye's left, I have the paddle that I use every day to paddle. And then to Skye's right, I have the backup paddle just in case I do something stupid and break a paddle or drop a paddle or anything like that. And we can quickly recover so we don't turn sideways in the waves or on a river or anything, so I can just quickly shift to the next paddle and move on. In front of me I got a map of the small area we're doing today. So today we're doing this area right here. So I have a bunch of these little maps that I keep switching every day to the area that we're paddling. And on the back of it, if I were to flip it over, it's the course map. It shows the whole route from French Lake all the way down through Saginaga through to Northern Light. I have the GPS. You can see it's on. I don't know if you can tell it's on or not right now. I have it on timeout, so I only turn it on when I want to. I click on the screen. It's always on, but I just click on the screen so it doesn't use a bunch of batteries. And I switched over to lithium this time, and those batteries have lasted forever. I'm impressed how long those lithium batteries are lasting. Feet, I have little Karma. There she is. So her and I kind of shift around and dance all day, kind of figuring out where my feet are going to go and where she's going to go. Below me I have my fishing rod tied to the bottom of my seat, and in the back I have canoe bag and water. In the canoe bag I have the lunches for today, like snacks and lunches. I have a water pump, water filter, my rain jacket, just stuff that, and the canoe kit with like all the safety gear and everything are in there as well. So. And that's it. That's how we have our canoe laid out, and it's been really efficient, well balanced, and working well. We're going to keep paddling now.
Our first portage of the day was 50 meters, just a short portage leading to Kenny Lake. It was a small and easy.
Alright, that was, I'm going to call it Kanaba Falls, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but Kanaba Falls. Nice short portage, just a bit of a uphill on some rocks, so we cheated, we both carried the canoe over, and we just kind of fumbled through that portage. It was a quick one, so it didn't really matter anyway.
We paddled across Kenny and got to Canyon Falls Portage, which was 480 meters. This was the most interesting portage. We had met some other people in the portage who were going the opposite direction. We had finished and were loading the canoe to keep paddling, and as we pushed offshore, we realized we were turning the wrong direction, and the top of the falls were just over a canoe's length from the tip of our canoe. Trying to avoid riding the canoe down the waterfall, my dad tried to reach for shore and flip the canoe. I was at the front and trying my best not to go down the falls, although it was a pretty view from that angle. The people in the portage jumped into action in a split second, and one guy started to get bags out of the water while another guy jumped into the water and pulled me closer to shore. I could feel the force of the water on the corner, and I was happy to get to shore. We reloaded the canoe and took off to our next portage. Halfway there, we realized the GoPro camera and my sweater that I got from Halifax was gone. In a hurry, we paddled back to see if it was still there. We were not so worried about the camera itself, but all the memories from our trip that was on it. Just by luck, the GoPro was there, and because it was waterproof, we got it out of the water and kept paddling. It took us about 3 portages to lighten the mood again, because everyone was a little disappointed.
Okay, just coming off the first portage there. Crossing the little lake, we had a huge amount of excitement. Right, Skye? Skye's a little upset. I made a mistake and I launched near the waterfalls, and we didn't catch the canoe in time, and we were heading straight for the top of the falls, the rapids, so I ended up dumping the canoe, kind of pinning Skye against the shore in the canoe. Somebody that was happened to be there jumped in, started grabbing bags and pulling Skye up, and it was very exciting. Wasn't it, Skye? Scary. Skye's upset. And the GoPro fell off the canoe, went to the bottom, so I had to paddle back, jump in, grab the GoPro so we wouldn't lose our entire trip, our document of our entire trip. So the only thing that really got lost on that catastrophe was Skye's Hoppet sweater. Hoppet sweater? Yeah, Skye's sweater. Other than that, myself and Skye and Karma soaked, but no worse for wear. And smarter now. Right, Skye? Alright, we're going to go do the portage right up here at these falls, and we'll get over it. Okay, here we are, Sydney Lake. I didn't film those falls or the lunch we had because we were all kind of, myself and Skye were feeling kind of down. So we had a nice lunch. I think Skye's feeling a little bit better. Are you feeling a little bit better, Skye? Want to say anything about the big crash? Skye lost her Hop to It sweater. Was it a Hop to It? Harbor Hopper sweater. They went down the rapids. Was it scary, Skye? Yeah. I made a totally amateur mistake. But I imagine that we're not going to do that again. I think that was traumatizing enough that we're going to look when we push the canoe. Right, Skye? Yeah.
Cocoa Falls, 560 meters, Little Falls, 80 meters, and Bald Rock Falls, 40 meters. Everyone started to be a little happier after, and we kept paddling, and portaged through 4 falls, 100 meters and 200 meter portages.
So here's the end of, what do we call this one? Bald Rock Falls portage. Right? Bald Rock Falls. And there's the beginning of Bald Rock Falls portage. And the beginning. And if you look up the river right here, ding, 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 next portage. What did they call that one? Four something? Four falls.
2 portages covering 4 falls.
Killer portage, Jacob? Brutal. So yes, guys. Okay, that was a pretty cool run. We had to paddle hard up a pretty strong current to the river, and we had to kind of line just the last little bit to get our canoe up on shore. I'll just hopefully, once I get up here, I can turn around and I can show you. There we go. There's Jerry with Mr. Canoe. And so we had to kind of paddle up a pretty strong current to make it here. There's a big set of falls that we can't seem to paddle up, so hiking around.
This led to Saginagon's Lake, where we found a nice campsite and set up the tents. My dad brought bought a nice rain shelter with a kitchen where me, Dad, Jerry, and Jacob sat under and ate supper and had a good time. We talked about the day and told stories about other canoe trips and even had yummy chocolate brownies my dad made. It was definitely an eventful day, and I'm excited for tomorrow.
That looks like orange tree.
All right, here we are
Purple.
on Saginaw.
Saganagons.
Always have trouble saying that. We pulled in at a decent hour.
Yeah. Was it 4:30 or so?
Yeah, decent hour. And we kind of set up camp. We hung out stuff to dry. Our sleeping bags were wet from last night. Our air mattresses are wet. The tent flies were wet. This was wet.
Because it
So
was in the bottom of the lake.
some of our stuff was in the bottom of the lake. Myself and Skye did some laundry and hung it up. Then we all kind of clambered in here in the Eureka MSR.
Castle.
What is it called? VCS. The VCS. Blank out. To cook supper and everything. We all had supper, and while we were eating supper, lo and behold, it started raining. So we kind of been hiding out here. This guy's eating some rice pudding for dessert.
We called it though. There was early thunder.
Yeah, there was early thunder. Jacob was yelling, thunder! So yeah, early thunder. So now we're hiding out under the VCS and staying dry and kind of chilling out. It's nice. So we had a rough day today. I tried to drown Skye.
No.
If you missed that, just rewind the video a little bit when you got bored. It was the part where there's a lot of swearing.
Not from me.
I lost the camera. Skye lost her sweater permanently.
Canyon Falls.
I got it in Halifax, and then it went to PEI in Moncton.
And then it went down Canyon Falls.
Yeah.
Canyon Falls is beautiful. I don't know how much you captured that on camera.
I don't know.
I got it in my brain.
Yeah, it's permanently etched in Skye's brain.
That sticky Kenny Lake, though, it scared me.
The Stick in Kenny Lake.
Oh,
The moving stick, the mystery lake. We pulled onto Kenny Lake, and there was a stick sticking out of the water, probably a good 3 feet, if not more.
and we
And it
thought
was
it was
about
just
8 inches round. I think it was a substantial
Yeah.
light bulb.
Dark brown, and it was
another brick lake.
sticking out at an angle. It wasn't straight up, it was sticking out at an angle.
I thought it
Then
was just another like a log, so we looked away and so look back, and the log was gone.
it was gone. I can vouch for it. 3 of us saw it. It was there, and then
Wasn't.
and the
no
lake.
ripples, no nothing.
The
It was
lake was
gone.
calm as could be. There was nothing near the log. It was calm,
Right in the middle of the lake.
and the log just disappeared. Yeah.
The log.
So there's 2 campsites on Kenny Lake if anybody's interested.
I'm not going there.
And we're not. We are not interested.
Never again.
I don't believe we'll be swimming in Kenny Lake anytime soon.
Poses dark magic.
Yeah.
There is also 2 campsites on Knippy.
There are 2 campsites on the entire Knippy. We managed to find one.
They're mostly on the north end.
It was, yeah.
There was 4 or 5
Yeah.
on the north end.
We saw lots until we needed to find
Yeah,
a campsite.
there's like, hey, there's a campsite, should we stop? Nah. Hey, should we stop? Nah. We should stop.
And then it started to rain, and then we couldn't find one.
I can't imagine being too much more productive tonight. I think I'm going to go for a swim, because that's what one does in a lightning storm. Our clothes are washed and piled up wet.
Great.
Yep. So we got that done.
And we figured out that some of our dry bags aren't really dry bags. They're
Yeah.
just bags.
Don't let the illusion of a dry bag fool you. If we're going to be doing a gear review, those bags are craptastic. They're more organization bags than the illusion of keeping moisture out. Because when you
Dump a canoe.
dump a canoe upside
And then
down,
your toilet paper's soggy. and
Then-
you have to go to the bathroom.
then you're unhappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's finger breakthrough.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't know. We'll see you for the morning debrief. Unless something drastic happens tonight and We have to,
Sleeping in here.
we have to film it. Could sleep in here.
4 of us sleeping
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah. You're gonna be wet around the edges in here.
Like my milk.
What did I think of that?
Doggy pile.
Doggy pile. Dog pile. All right. We'll see you in the morning for the debrief. Good night.